What if you sent your true love two turtle doves plus a partridge in a pear tree?
Sure, but why would anyone want that?
The song was very convincing.
Earn 1.5% cash back on all your holiday purchases with the Capital One Quicksilver Card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
KCJJ Weather, brought to you by Plum Supply.
Plum Supply kitchens and baths. Your home never looks so beautiful.
Your Iowa City forecast. I'm Corey Hartman. For today, sunshine and a high near 55. A little breezy out of the south. Winds gust to 20 miles per hour. Partly cloudy, still breezy tonight with a low near 42. On your Friday, partly sunny, 55 degrees. For Saturday, slight chance of rain, breezy with a high of 41. Into the upper 30s for Sunday with sunshine. Monday, sunshine and 42. That's weather on the mighty 1630 KCJJ. Currently 26 degrees.
It is 5 minutes after 8 o'clock. Despite Jim's, I got this place back on schedule.
Thank you. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah.
I drifted us. That and the callers and everything else that happened this morning. But we are here, and our friends from the neighborhood centers of Johnson County are here as well. Introduce yourselves to everybody.
Hello, Jim. This is Bea Arredondo. I'm the Volunteer and Community Engagement Specialist at the Neighborhood Centers, and I'm just glad to be here again. Thank you.
Absolutely.
And hi again. My name is Chastity Dillard, and I'm the Development and Communications Director at the Neighborhood Centers as well, so happy to be here.
Yeah, we're glad to have you. You know, it's kind of hard to get into the holiday spirit when it's 55 degrees out, but it's going to cool off, and eventually the holidays will be here, and you guys are always working year-round to help out people that are in need.
Absolutely. Yeah, thank you so much for bringing us here. For a reminder to anyone that hasn't heard about us yet, the Neighborhood Centers, like you said, we are very dedicated to helping people in need throughout Johnson County. We've been around for 50 years. We're celebrating our 50th anniversary this year. And we work with families and youth in low-income neighborhoods throughout Johnson County and work in 4 main areas: early childhood education, youth programs, family support, and community engagement.
So let's talk about one of those, family support. During the holidays, it can be really stressful, especially if you are stretching your budget. You know, power bills go up because you're heating your home or residence or what have you, and you're trying to make a nice Christmas or holiday for your family. What kind of opportunities can you help them with to make the holidays a little bit less stress-free?
What kind of activities are you
Activities, assistance, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, one of the things I can think about right now is we have a great partnership with the United Way and our family support team, and they partner to pair families with their own donors, and those families, they come together and they do they get toys and all kinds of holiday gifts for the families, and it's just a good way to bring in some good cheer for kids on families that just don't have enough extra money at this time of the year.
Yep, just yesterday we had them in to talk about that. So
yeah, it's called the Adopt a Family program. You can find it on our Facebook, Neighborhood Centers of Johnson County. We've been sharing it for them, or you can go on the United Way Facebook and find the link on there also.
Yeah, and you guys are really good about directing people to the right agencies, the right places. We're very lucky in this area. We've got some really great food banks, and although they are struggling, they are still stocking their shelves, which is a real tribute to all the folks around here that have been giving generously to that.
Yeah,
matter of fact,
Coraville,
their food pantry is having a free community meal tomorrow.
Yes, I did hear about that.
So that's becoming a kind of a tradition there, and it's a way for neighbors to get together. People who just moved into the area, and talk to people that have like experiences. Because a lot of us, we work, we go home, we don't get a chance to socialize too much.
Especially in this weather, it's dark really early, so it feels like
you can't hang out in front of your house and say hi to your neighbors too much anymore. So
exactly, yeah.
Yeah. And one of the things we really wanted to talk about today is especially thinking about families not having that extra cash is just all the different challenges that families have been facing in the last few years, and inflation costs and rises.
Sure.
A lot of our families really rely on us for our after-school program, and we're really focusing especially on our end-of-the-year push for final donations, just to get more dollars in to help those families with those extra costs for after-school programs, especially since we serve 5 after-school programs, 3 on the southeast side of Iowa City, 1 in Garner, and 1 in our community center at Pheasant Ridge. And because of ongoing federal funding cuts, 90 of our kids are at risk of losing their after-school access in the next couple years. So we're really looking for people to help join in and chip in to help us make sure that all kids have access and a safe place to go after school.
I feel like some people, they don't really understand. They think of after school program like, oh, that's just fun. Like, it's just another activity or something for the kids to do. But it's honestly way much more than that. We have parents that if they didn't have the after school program, one, their kids would not be learning English as well as they were. They're not going to be getting the different developmental and social learning or things that they've been getting with after school program. But also, unfortunately, they might not be able to go to their job. They might not be able to work. They might not be able, either that, or they have to think about, can I go to work? Or, unfortunately, is my second or third or fourth grader going to have to be at home alone for a couple hours waiting for me? Yep. And nowadays, it's not as safe doing that like how it was in the back in the day. We could have just done that, and your parents would come home, and you have the food already ready or getting defrosted or something, ready for dinner, things like that. But
it was always seemed to be a note at home when I got home from school. Do this or do that, make sure the table's set, that kind of stuff. But you're right, and it's so important for parents to know that they can go to a job and not have to stress out at the end of the day, what's my kid doing, and to know they're in good hands. And you did mention how how informative and educational those after school hours are. You sneak it up on them, and it's not like you're saying it's
they don't even realize
it's test day. It's not like that, or you got to memorize this. But
they feel like they're playing all day. I mean, we make sure to do within our activities that they're learning something, they're getting something good out of it.
Right, and the federal government really stepped up during the pandemic because they knew that the daycare centers were in need of help, and there is a daycare crisis here in America and in Iowa. I mean, it's just. It's a really tough business to make go of it, and be able to do a safe one, and parents, God love them. It's got to be weird to hand your kid off to somebody all day, so that you can go to work. It's different when they go to school and just have a few hours before or after, but it always used to bother me when I have to have somebody come in and watch my kids while I was at work or something. But
exactly. So you want to make sure it's somebody you trust, right? Somebody that you know that you don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah. Especially on those days, so parents do use the school day as a way to take care of their kids as well in the after-school program. But if there's no school on those days, what do they do? So many of them rely on us for those full-day programs.
Sure, yeah.
And then during the summertime, we have 8-week programs as well to help the kids. And the parents.
So if somebody is in need and would like some more information about your programs, how would they get a hold of you?
So they can go onto our website, www.ncjc.org, and look for our before and after school program tab. They can also come to either of our community centers, Pheasant Ridge or Broadway. They can call us at 319-354-2886, and we'll give them as much information as they need to join
You can also follow us on social media. We post the kids constantly. We're seeing a lot of the fun stuff that we do on there. We're currently live right now, so you could see this if you're not tuning in, if you didn't tune in too early. But it's NCJC Iowa on Instagram or Neighborhood Centers of Johnson County on Facebook.
Okay. And NCJC is the website.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And again, if you just type in Neighborhood Centers of Johnson County,
you'll find us.
Pop right up.
Yep.
So we really appreciate you guys coming in, all the work that you do, and especially during the holiday season. Anything that you can do to help people is always greatly appreciated. And obviously you've been doing it right because you're celebrating your 50th year. So that's pretty great. Same place you can go to volunteer if you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sure there are always volunteer opportunities available too.
Yes,
and
most
do
definitely.
check out their website. It's really, really well laid out.
Thank you.
It gives you a great idea what the Neighborhood Centers of Johnson County does and the great work that they do. So
Yeah, you can meet some of our staff. You can see some of the videos of different stuff that we do. There's a lot of different little fun stuff that you can do on there. So I hope some people have some time today to do that.
All right. Well, thanks for coming in. Happy holidays, and hope everything works out for
Thank
everybody.
you so much.
you.
And don't forget, guys, it's the season of giving right now. So donations are always definitely welcome and appreciated.
Sounds good.
Thank you. Have a good one, guys.
All right, you are looking at live pictures.